first article that I'd written on my blog when I started the Food Futurist, so back in 2009, was how important it was, in my opinion, to teach nutrition in school. And so now we're more than 15 years ago, still the same issues, and well, a lot of health issues actually have gotten worse and worse and worse. Just one simple question, in school we teach sexual education. Don't you think it would be logical that we also teach nutrition, that we teach physiology, that we teach metabolism? It's clear that food and nutrition are essential for good health, so why don't we teach that in school? That should be really one of the basic things, and I think it also would be very important for kids to be able to go and visit farms, to visit food factories, to visit pretty much and be in contact with everybody who is in one way or another linked to food production. They need to understand what is food, what they put in their bodies, just as well as they need to understand how to deal with sex. So I think there's a lot of work to be done in that area. The problem, of course, then it's who is going to organize the curriculum, and that's a problem. When we see how often the food recommendations, nutritional recommendations from governments are changing, you wonder if it's based on science or if it's just based on which interest group has the most influence with the government. I was surprised recently to read that in the US the eggs had now been declared as healthy foods, which is really funny, because I never in my mind I considered an egg as being something unhealthy, and if we were talking about unhealthy foods, then I can think of a lot more foods than eggs. But anyway, so it just shows how complicated it is to have an objective education about food and nutrition, but I think it's absolutely necessary. And in the end, it's about the health of people. It's also about how the society is functioning. When we see the cost of health, and many health issues are related to food, then I think it's really important. Of course, is there the will? That's the big question. There's so many areas where we constantly wonder if there is any political will to change things. It's probably too risky for the next elections, but nonetheless, I think, if we think that we have to teach sexual education in school, I think we have to teach nutrition just as well.
If you're interested in my videos, please click on the subscribe button, or you can also visit my website.